evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we are ready to go from the dirt at Knoxville last week with the trucks back to another first for the Northwest iRacing Truck Series presented by Tom Denchel Automotive Group. It is the Nashville Super Speedway, nestled outside of the Music City and the beautiful buildings and the skyscrapers and the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, Nissan Arena, Nissan Stadium, home of course, the Tennessee Titans and all the other cool stuff. It's Lebanon, Tennessee. Well, Lebanon, Tennessee is home for two popular things. Do you know what the first one is? It's Cracker Barrel. The Cracker Barrel restaurants are based out of Lebanon, Tennessee. And also is this, of course, Mile and a Half Gym that is nestled also just outside of Nashville, the Nashville Super Speedway. Cup Series return there for the first time for Cup action. Trucks and Xfinity were there back on Father's Day weekend, and tonight we christen it for the trucks. And welcome to coverage on LSRTV and on the Community Radio Network. I'm Wesley Outland. Samuel Dyer is not in the booth. It is Greg Rentz. Fix that, Charles Wooten, producer extraordinaire. Production booth. Come on. I'm not going nowhere, Samuel, until you fix it, Greg. Or I'm not going anywhere, Greg, until, you know. Damn it. I'm not going anywhere, Charles, until you fix it. That's what I meant to say. There you go. Greg,
Yay.
What's up, brother?
Hey, I am here. I was wondering where the heck I was for a second. How's it going tonight? Wesley, we're doing good. We're at Nashville Super Speedway, one of the most unique tracks to the iRacing server, the newest oval track to the iRacing server, a 1 1/4 mile concrete D-shaped oval, the only one of its kind. When it was announced last year around June that this track was coming back, I was so excited to see this track come back to life after sitting dormant for about a decade, and they put on one heck of a weekend about a month ago. I'm excited to be here. Missed the Cup race here for the Northwest Cup Series last week. Definitely excited to be here for the trucks tonight.
Going to be a good time. We're glad you're along for the ride, buddy. It'll be an exciting one, of course. Let's take a look at the race on Texas 411 here tonight. 30-minute practice session. 2-lap qualifying, which is going on right now. And I believe if you take 140 miles, divided it by 1.5 or times 1.5, it's just shy of 200 miles. So this is 200 miles, 140 laps the distance. Of course, that information presented by Race on Texas. And now let's take a look at the sawblade.com weather conditions. Weather. What's it going to be like tonight? Because this race will be finishing under the lights. We got the nightfall settling in. It's just at dusk right now, and the sun will set. Nightfall will be upon us when this race concludes. 78 degrees. Track temp just a little bit warmer than the regular temperature. 4 mile per hour wind speed, mostly cloudy skies. This will be a night race virtually on iRacing here at Nashville, and that's going to make it very interesting here as well, Greg.
Definitely going to make it very, very interesting, and I'm excited to see how this one plays out tonight, Wesley. A lot of these guys have never driven the trucks at this racetrack prior to tonight. This, again, we talked about it, the newest track to the iRacing server came out with the last update a few weeks ago. A lot of these drivers hadn't turned laps on it till the Cup race last week, and no, this is open setup, so a lot of guys were able to fine-tune their trucks and get the trucks where they like it, but not a whole lot of information to go off. They just have the basic iRacing setup that they go off of that, because this is a new track. Not a lot of data to go off right now on this new track. So a lot of drivers are going to be trying some different stuff here tonight. Open setups with the trucks, as always. Not with the Cup. They had the fixed setup when they were able to make changes to their trucks. Going to be interesting to see who nails the winning setup tonight, because they're kind of on their own on this one.
Should be an exciting one again, as we just talked about 200 miles, 140 laps, and oh my goodness, Greg, coming off of the exciting truck race last week, Devin West, the king of Northwest Dirt, getting it done.
Sweeping the dirt races this year, all three of them tonight. well, this year I should say, back at Nashville. And Wesley, when it's hot out, this track can kind of drive like a dirt track. The concrete racing surface, it can almost drive like a dirt track. So you almost want to think about possibly giving advantage to some of those guys who were successful on the dirt, because a hot concrete surface tends to drive like a dirt track sometimes.
Well, we will definitely keep an eye on that. And, of course, we saw the excitement that Devin West did in the trucks last week. Honestly, sheer domination. We're going to see who else will be able to do what they can do here at the Nashville Super Speedway. Hey, if you're looking to get into producing or announcing, taking me or Greg's job is just a phone call away, or at least a message away. Message us on Facebook or at livesimracing.com. No, I'm just playing. We're expanding. A lot of cool things going on, for sure, Greg. I don't know if we can really talk about it that much, but of course, you remember Upper Edge Racing? We did a couple of freelance events last year. That's about to get into full swing. I think we're working on a big block modified series, possibly some sprint car races, maybe a late model tour, a pavement late model modified series. A lot of cool things on the works coming soon to LSRTV. Yeah.
Looking forward to when all come together. Can't wait to be getting back to what we do best, I believe, here at LSRTV, short track racing, both dirt and pavement. I think that's our bread and butter. Hey, you got some short track racing coming up on Monday night as well.
Monday night, yes. The finale will be, of course, at Stafford Motor Speedway for the American iRacing League, and that should be an exciting race. The championships will be decided, all that coming up here for sure, and that will be next Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern on LSR-TV and on the Community Radio Network as well, because we broadcast on both simulcasts, CRN and LSR-TV. The field is gritting. We'll give you the lineup when we return from Nashville, getting ready to drop a green here in the Music City.
Every customer, every single time, needs to get our very best. From moment one, my goal, managing a team here, customers' experience is the very best that they've ever had. We expect and demand total transparency. There should never be a time in that transaction where the customer is wondering or not quite sure of what they're buying or what they're paying or those sorts of things. And having that transparency and doing things the right way is super important.
Welcome back to coverage. Hashtag I am not Sam Dyer, Greg Rentz in the house. I'm Wesley Outland. And we have Charles Wood in the production chair. Start for Team 126 Racing. Time to go racing at Nashville. Dennis Moore on the pole in the number 44 truck. Kevin Smith, could today be the day? The driver of the 00 to the outside. He's row 1. Row 2 on the grid. Tyler King, Racetrack King in 21. Jeff Stabnow. It feels like deja vu in the Cup race the other night at Rockingham. Jeff Stabnow in a solid qualifying run on road again. Sean Brightsman, defending series champion, struggles at Rockingham in the Cup car. He'll start in the 5th position. Dan Lallard to the outside. Row 4, Will Fine, Stephen O'Hare, Chris White. Row 5, top 10. Dan West Jr., Devin West, father, son, and the most recent winner of the trucks at Knoxville.
Making up row number 6, Carl Burke in the number 53 for the rookie. Coming up on the outside, he will start in the 12th position. The Catman's back in the house, James Vining. Hope he locked the cat up for this one tonight with John Ottenbacher to his 14th. Troy Daggett in the number 51, a quiet run on Monday with Robert Gamble. Going to start alongside him, making up row number 8 with James Thurston back in the field and Dog in the 23 tonight. Rounding out the top 20 will be Daytona Cup winner Stephen Paulson, and kind of a surprise to see Casey Garber mired all the way back there, Wesley in 20th.
We with Reynolds and Bloom. Row 11, row 12 for the back, Frank Harris. 200 miles, 140 laps, ready for the first time ever. The Cup cars were here last Monday night while we had the runoff race at Knoxville for the trucks, and now another first. The trucks at Nashville. Ready, virtually, green flag in the air. We are kicking the asphalt and the concrete in the Music City virtually. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a race in Nashville. We got trouble, big trouble.
We have a huge wreck on
Front
this.
straightaway. Holy cow.
What in the world? We saw Jeff Stabnow get loose off of turn number 4. There he is.
Oh, he's wrecked in it. He's in it.
Number 24. Yeah, he's in it, and a lot of people are in it. We're going to have to take a look at the Pulse Poppers replay to see what in the world happened here. Stabnow broke loose off of 4. You're looking at Troy Daggett right now, but he went or broke loose coming off of turn number 4 on the outside. Tyler King. There's the bobble. There's the slide, and look out. Huh. Well then. I think Wesley has been left speechless after this one.
I just can't believe this, man. It's just
Kevin Smith
too early. Too early for this calamity. What in the world?
Kevin Smith just hit the wall under caution. I think he just tapped the wall under caution. Wesley's going to see if he can maybe get a word with Jeff Stabnow.
Jeff,
Right.
it's Wesley, LSRTV. You got a copy?
I got you, man.
What in the world happened, man? You were doing so good. We just dropped the green flag.
Well, tires aren't up to pressure, and I had to run it up out of that groove there on that restart. We were still too wide, and it just got a little loose on me.
Oh, well, the good thing is you're not the only truck that's all tore up and had to get a fast repair early. There's a lot of trucks that are joining you. Do you think we're going to see this type of action here at Nashville? Do you think it's because it's a new track we've never raced on before?
No. I think, I just wasn't careful enough on the restart here on tires that didn't have air in it. So hopefully everybody can learn from my mistake. And I think once you get a little air in the tires, a couple laps on these trucks, I think we'll be running long runs. So.
Excited and ready to turn things around. Greg, you got anything for Jeff Stabnow?
Well, Jeff, we talked in the pre-race that the concrete racing surface like this can sometimes drive like a dirt track. Is that kind of what you experienced there?
This set has been a little bit loose off throttle until I get some pressure in the air tires or a little bit of air pressure. And I didn't think I drove it in really hard there, so I thought I was going to be all right. I wasn't even all the way off the throttle, but I did drift up a little bit higher than I'd been, and I got out of the rubber. And I think there's just enough of a lack of grip outside that rubber up there that, being on those cool tires and just being a little bit off throttle, the rear end just came around. So I guess, kind of, similar to dirt. Turning with the throttle there is pretty much what happened to me.
Definitely. I know you want to go to victory lane. Hang in there, bud.
Yeah, we just good finish.
Right.
Just have a good race from here on out.
Looked good. Rockingham looked good Monday night in the Cup race for you.
Yeah, these are good tracks. These miles and the 1.3s. These are good tracks for me. So 3/4 miles. So I just race.
All right, brother, get back on the high horse. It's time to go again.
All right, man.
Jeff Stabnow caught up in the incident in the beginning of things, but let's try this again, shall we? I even want to try to start over the kick in the asphalt because obviously. Let's try this again. Take 2, Nashville. We're underway. Finally, a lap in. Here they go back into turn number 1, Greg. Meow.
You started that one, Wesley. Oh,
no!
It's a gold
meow,
truck.
meow, 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 meow. Trouble, turn 2.
I'm going to laugh if that's funny. Oh, it's Aaron Cooper.
Is it Aaron Cooper? Oh, my goodness, it's Bug Eyes.
Let's take a peek at what happened here.
Oh!
The big red dog.
Big dog bit you. No biscuit.
I think this is a personal record, folks. 7
fine
laps
around
this
him.
broadcast is
Yep.
already off the rails.
Look at this. Oh, Briar Wall. Maybe you shouldn't drive a solid gold vehicle like that. That's hard to... You definitely stand out. A gold machine right there. I said Goldilocks. I'm sorry. Wow. So, Greg, under caution again for the second time. Meow, meow.
Sean Brightsman on pit road, meow. And I think he's the only one coming down this time, so...
It's kind of funny that you mentioned that we're doing... I saw the movie the other day, believe it or not. I did.
What,
Yeah.
Super Troopers?
Yes, and you shouldn't have told anybody what it was. They didn't even know it wasn't Super Troopers. It was the Meow Mix commercial. Meow, 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 meow. No, I had lasagna Sunday, Tuesday, Mexican last night as well. A midnight snack last night for lasagna as well. I am sick of lasagna, okay?
That's why he Garfield earlier today.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
makes a whole lot more
did you get it now? You get the whole thing?
Yes,
There you go.
I didn't understand the reference
Meow.
earlier. Now I get it.
We're into the caution, by the way. You haven't missed a thing. It's been green, caution, green, 2 laps, caution. So, Greg, typical Nashville, or do you think it's just these drivers are new to this place, so they're trying to get used to it? Why do you think we're seeing a span of caution flags so fast?
Yeah, I'm thinking option B there. New track, drivers not with a whole lot of laps on it. Very tricky racetrack, kind of almost imagine kind of like a Dover mixed with, would you say like a Kansas or something? With a little bit shorter track distance, so just a track not a lot of people are familiar with, and guys kind of having a hard time getting a feel for it.
There you go. So that's what went down. That's where we're at. That's what happened. And we will re-rack them, restack them, and we will go again. Hopefully a third time will be a charm. Right now, Dennis Moore out in front, but Smith on the outside. No change in the front row, actually. That's the way they started. Got to give props to Dennis Moore. Good qualifying effort, but also in return, Kevin Smith had a good run too. He's on the outside of the front row, and he's looking for that first Northwest Cup or Truck Major Series win.
Still looking for it. He's got an ARCA win this year, but has not broken through for that Cup or Truck win tonight. But the way this race has gone so far, this is anybody's race here in the early stages.
Anybody's race. Green flag. Back into the Geico restart zone, and look at Dennis Moore pulling away. Tyler King moving up to the number 2 spot on Kevin Smith. James Thurston right there in that mix as well. Look at the 2 trucks. Strong run. And we are back to it again. Now there goes Clifford, Big Red Dog. Toby Ritter's on the inside of Garber. Back straight away. We're back to it again.
Trying to get it going as Tyler King got around Kevin Smith on that restart, taking a little bit of a higher line than his teammate Dennis Moore in the 44. The third amigo of the Beaver State Racing triplets, I guess you can call him, Stephen O'Hare in the number 41. He has a win at Pocono this year. He's kind of mired back there middle of the pack. I saw the American touch-up Ford right back there as he got caught up in that initial incident. Look at Casey Garber, though. Started almost dead last, and he's up to cracking the top 5 now. Cracking the top 5 now.
Because we are the 3 Sim Racing Amigos. Ole.
Speaking of Kraken, the Seattle Kraken had their expansion draft today, and I was so excited for it until the entire list got spoiled at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, my goodness. Our producer tonight is just like, I'm stuffed. I'm like Garfield. I had my Panda Express.
Yeah, he was...
Garfield with winged thighs.
He was asking us before the race if we preferred McDonald's or Panda. That's the kind of conversation that happened in the production meetings here on LSRTV.
That's how we check our microphones, yes. And then, you know, if we need to turn our mic up, just say meow, 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 meow. Listen. Oh, my
turn
goodness.
It up, meow once. If it's too loud, meow twice.
Yeah, that's like test 1, test 2. Mic check, 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 check. Meow, 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 meow.
Meow.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that next time I'm at Wenatchee, and I'm going to see what Jeremy Andrews says.
Oh, my goodness.
Whoa!
Little
Going through
contact.
right back there. No contact,
Whoa.
but it was kind of close back there. That red and black truck didn't catch a number on that one. Dan West Jr., winner on Monday, is kind of lurking back there. Who is that red and black truck that's inside there? That is the 83 of Chris White that had to chase it down to the apron. He had a good run at Rockingham as well, a podium finish on Monday night, so good to have him on the podium. And it's good to have him running the trucks full-time this year, Wesley. He only ran a couple times last season, so definitely good to have him back.
Yeah, for sure. So we welcome you to the coverage here in Nashville. Rocking and rolling here for the time being of the trucks. Had a couple of caution flags in the opening 10 laps. Now we're finally working about 5 laps into a green flag run. Chris White coming off of a top 3 run the other night at Rockingham. Looking solid in his truck ride. And looking for that first truck win of the year.
Has a cup win at Charlotte this year. Had 2 cup wins last year. Shutout on the truck series. Still looking for another truck win. First one in a while it would be. Have to go back and look at the stats to see when his last truck win was. But it's been a while since Chris White has been in victory lane in the Northwest Truck Series.
Field works their way back across the start-finish line in the tri-oval. Here at Nashville, back to turn number 1 and 2. And there goes White. Robert Gamble up on the outside lane, trying to battle with him. Sean Breitzman. Sean Breitzman had a pretty dismal race, Rockingham, the other night. Now trying to close in under Chris White for that position. 140 laps. In case you're doing the math, lap 70 will be halfway. 70 plus 70 is what, Greg?
140.
Very good. Survey says meow meow.
I was good at math, meow meow, for a change.
Listen to our producer, him in the background.
Wow, hey, I went back and looked, Wesley. Unconfirmed, because it was kind of the quick little cliff notes. We're talking about Chris White looking for his first truck win in a while. Last truck win I could find from him, May 3rd, 2018 at Dover. It's been over 3 years since Chris White's won a truck race, so he's going to be looking to get back in victory lane here tonight.
Wow. Meow. Not meow, it's me. It's not meow. Wow, it's meow. It's what our producer just said. He's in on it now. We're getting Gregory. We're getting Charles in on it.
Oh boy.
There goes Clifford, big red dog, down to the inside. The big dog. Beware of the bite. Carl Burke, Ryan Bloom on the inside. Dan Lowther in that pack. Nice little 5-truck battle as they go down into turn number 3. Ollison's up there as well, too.
A couple of those guys got caught up in that initial incident. Ottenbacher was involved. Lowther was involved. So a couple of guys in there had to take that fast repair early and are trying to work their way back up.
They used to be friends, not anymore.
Casey Garber trying to put the pressure on Tyler King. This is for second on the racetrack right now as they battle it out between King and Garber. Garber got that first breakthrough win earlier at Atlanta. I believe it was race number 3 on the season. Race number 2 or 3. Tyler King has still yet to visit victory lane, but he has been having some very strong runs as of late. I'm looking for that number 21 to start making some noise.
And wasn't Casey Garber in the race at Mission Valley with BJ Tidrick on Saturday?
That was Casey's Uncle Dave. Uncle Dave Garber in the.
And speaking of BJ Tidrick, I don't think he's here tonight racing.
No, he's not. He's getting ready for the showdown.
He's getting ready for the summer showdown. Yeah, man. I had I had Tidrick talking about it, and I had Derek Thorne talking about it.
Yep,
and,
Thorne's on his way up. I understand there is.
He flies out tomorrow morning.
Yep, I understand the car is already up here. Well, the cars are already up here. I understand it was spotted, or the hauler was spotted in the Seattle area earlier today.
Campbell Motorsports, number 43, 5150.
Chris Davidson out of Texas, and Preston Peltier, who's looking for 4 in a row. Their haulers have already arrived at the racetrack. Got that confirmed in a text message this morning. So
and that's surprising. That is surprising that honestly, Chris Davison from Highlands, Texas, just outside of Pearland, Texas, is making the trip.
Actually,
all the way to Washington State for the Summer Showdown instead of going down to Five Flags to Pensacola, because they got a pretty big race, a double Blizzard Series event this weekend.
I'm kind of surprised Jeremy Doss elected to go down to the Blizzard race.
I had him on finish line today as well. That surprised me. I asked him that question, why?
Yeah, but Wesley, would you believe this is the 4th straight Summer Showdown that Chris Davidson out of Texas is coming up to attempt?
Wow.
He has made the last 3. He finished 3rd, 2nd, and then had some issues in the last running of the race in 2019. We didn't get to run the Summer Showdown. It's our biggest race of the year here in the Northwest. For those who may not be familiar, it's our
Now, are you working that event, Greg?
No, I'm going and sitting with an ice-cold adult beverage that you can only get over the age of 21 in my hand.
Okay.
I got the weekend off, and I'm going to go be a fan.
There you go. Well, I know Jeremy Anders, when I put out the lineup of what was on finish line for today's show, and last night he was like, "Man, props to giving the West Coast guys some love, man. That's awesome."
He actually just sent me a picture. He's on his way over to the track right now. He sent me a picture, and his gas gauge says 14 miles left, so I'm hoping he makes it to a gas gauge. Cutting in a little close there, boss. He's my boss at Wenatchee Valley Super Oval. I can get it.
Now, does he work at Evergreen, or does he help promote that event at the Summer Showdown?
He helps with the big events at Evergreen. Okay. He's my boss at the Wenatchee Valley Super Oval, the general manager.
Because Evergreen, he announces there, right?
Part-time. He was full-time there for a couple of years. That's actually how I got the position at Wenatchee, was I took over for him when he went to Evergreen. Well, he's back at Wenatchee now as the GM, but he still goes over to Evergreen for the big races.
Got you. And I believe that event is a SRL Spears Southwest Tour event as well, is what or sanctioned by them, I guess. Was it? Look at Brinksman and Thurston going at it here on the race course.
On the racetrack right now, as we've gotten some laps clicked away now.
Yes. 3 wide. Ooh. Look at that. Behind them.
Yeah, 3 wide is going well. It worked out this time, but
meow. Down to the corner, Brian Reynolds. There's the cat man. That's why I can say meow, meow, meow.
There he is. Meow, 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 meow.
I'm the cat man. Going after Brian Reynolds. Kevin Smith behind him. By the way, this track, and I know I always say we're kicking the asphalt, but I said kicking the concrete, because honestly, Greg, this is they're going to go 3 wide, possibly 4 wide below the tri-oval. This is a concrete racetrack. Are you there? Greg, did you pay the bills?
Oh, I had my hand on the wrong button.
What in the world, man? Come on.
My hand on the wrong button. But yes, Dover, Bristol, now Nashville, the 3 concrete tracks that NASCAR hits. If you want to count the corners at Martinsville, 4 tracks contain concrete racing surface.
Yeah, Martinsville has still got pavement, though. I mean, that's a totally different world.
It's primarily pavement, but it does have concrete on the surface, but we're talking primary concrete surface.
Yes. Father, son West in front of Father West.
Wonder who the family cat cheers for. Meow, 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 meow.
It's a West thing. What can I say? Dan West Jr. coming off the win the other night at the Rockingham Speedway.
What's the cat's name? East.
Do what?
Is their cat's name East?
East and West. Yeah, East-West. Yeah.
East and West. There we go.
It's a very special time. Meow, meow, meow.
This has gone downhill in a hurry tonight. That's our personal record.
No, the personal record, by the way, Greg, I don't know if you went back and watched the race tonight from Sonoma. You need to. It was classic.
I watched the last 10 laps.
Okay, go back to the opening 10 laps when there was a damn spider on my windscreen. And yes, that was
Oh, I can just picture that had to be legendary. That has to be up there with the hotel room chair.
shut up. Oh my goodness. Hey, by the way, speaking of, it's kind of funny you mentioned that. Speaking of the hotel room, the track promoter called me today, as a matter of fact, to start getting all of my accommodations and logistics worked out for the event that I was at whenever I fell out of the chair at the hotel room. Yeah, I gotta make sure I don't fall out of the chair this time for sure. Bloom is there. Behind is Ottenbacher. 35 of 140 laps. By the way, honestly, if you want to be honest, this is 1/4 of the way. 35, 70, 110, 140. That's 35 laps in, Greg. 1/4 of the way through.
2 cautions in the first 10 laps, but since then it's been relatively clean. And this is what Stabnow said in his interview after that first incident. He said he thought once guys got some air in the tires and they settled in, we were expecting a green flag run there. If the commentator's curse, caution is out.
Yellow flag number 3, just 1/4 of the way through. Dan Lawler going around in the grass on the number 63 Ford. Pulse Poppers, proud sponsor of our instant replay. And here's a look of what happened. Looks like he's exiting the pits, Greg, and
so he made
getting ready to pull back onto the blend line and lost it.
Oh, right in front of his teammate.
Oh my goodness, and he crashed Troy Daggett to boot.
Right in front of his teammate. Those are the only 2 in that. What in the world happened there? Did you see that weird
Was that
bounce
intentional?
he took at the end? Did you see that weird bounce?
Can we watch this again? Can you rewind it,
Let's do that
Charles?
again,
Can we rewind
because
it again?
What in the world happened there?
What are you doing? Oh, there he is. Okay. Watch this. It's like, what the hell is Charles doing? He fell asleep at the wheel.
Happened?
The hamster fell off. The cat attacked him. Watch this. Meow, meow. Watch this. Look. Have you ever? Watch this. And his teammate, of all people.
Right there. But then, this is what got my attention. Right there. What? What?
Wow. It was like the virtual pavement gave him an assist to get his truck back on all 4. Or did he hit a reset in midair? What did he do?
Why don't we ask him?
Let's ask him. Maybe he will talk to us. I don't know if he will.
He will. He usually does.
For Team Ramrod, and of all people, his teammate. Of all people, his teammate that he got into. Dan Lawler, what happened to you, buddy? What happened, Mean Green?
I just made a big mistake. I was short pitting because I knew I could make it from there on one more stop, and just rolled the throttle on a little bit too hard coming off pit road.
So we got a question to ask you. How did you do that mid-air flip and bounce off the pavement and come back on all 4s? And how'd you pull that off? Did you even notice that you did that?
Yeah, it was after Troy hit me and it ejected the coil springs. I landed on him and it bounced me up in the air again.
Oh wow! Okay, like a spring, like a Tigger, bouncy.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll tell you what. You still got a long way to go, Dan. What do you think of this track here at Nashville, racing it for the first time ever?
Well, I love the track. I just don't like my driving right now.
All right, man. Well, there's pit stops, and you got to get a fast repair. So, go get back to it, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dan Lawler for Team Ramrod. And yes, he got into his teammate. Don't know how. We don't know why. But he did. And there is pit stops. Oh. I digress. Quick break. We'll come back with more. Nashville underway. 1/4 of the way. Caution out for the 3rd time. And Dennis Moore leading the way here for the Northwest Trucks. We'll be back in a moment.
Every customer, every single time needs to get our very best. From moment one, my goal managing a team here in the dealership is to make sure that that customer's experience is the very best that they've ever had. We expect and demand total transparency. There should never be a time in that transaction where the customer is wondering or not quite sure of what they're buying or what they're paying or those sorts of things. And having that transparency and doing things the right way is super important.
Wheel to wheel, battle for the race lead. New race lead down the backstretch. Here comes Training Partner.
Lights are off on the pace car, getting ready to come back for the restart. Welcome back to coverage of this endeavor of the Northwest iRacing Truckers. It is presented by Tom Denchel Automotive Group, LSRTV, CRN Sports, Wesley Outland, Greg Rance. Hashtag I am not Sam Dyer. And Charles Wooten is in the booth. Do I, Gregory?
That is not fake news.
No, it's not. That's not hashtag fake news. That is hashtag the truth.
Shall set you free.
And it's funny that our producer is the one that made the mistake this time, not me. It was all him.
That's on him this time.
It's all him.
That's on him.
Meow, meow, meow. What was that?
I saw what he's referring to. He's saying there's another thing that he did make that was not a mistake. Wesley missed it, but I saw it.
What was that? Where he said the LSRTV booth?
No. Next time we pull up the graphic, we'll see if it's still there. But I caught it.
I'll find
he was
you.
trying to figure out who I was at that particular moment.
Back to green.
Back to green. Casey Garber inside Dan West Jr. They're trying to go after the Beaver State boys.
3 wide.
Per second.
Woo! Contact! And there goes Dan West. He saved it! No, he doesn't.
He had it saved until the contact with Brightsman.
Oh my goodness! And they got back in his chef stab now again too. Holy hell! Oh no! Caution is out. Chef stab now did not have no break, man. Watch this. 55 after contact. You're going 3 wide in the 3rd turn. Somebody lift. I think they were both like monkeys covering their eyes, like that emoji. Contacts made. There you go. Garber on the bottom. King in the middle. Garber into King. King into Dan West Jr. He saves it. Brightsman into stab now. Couple of LSRTV trucks. All 3 of them getting involved in that accident. From another view, high above, and by the way, our aerial coverage is presented by All American Pools. It is summertime. You need to be dipping in the pool or a water bucket.
He said or a water bucket.
Watch this going 3 wide.
Right, here we go. I don't think All American Pool sells water buckets. All right, we wanted to take a look at this. Yep, there's
Brightsman got into Dan West, and he got into stab now, and that's all she wrote. I mean, it was just, I'm happy to be here, you know? Don't you remember when you were kids and you didn't have the swimming pool and you jumped in the 5-gallon bucket of water in the hot summer?
I never did that. I had a sprinkler that I used.
Charles, our producer, said he went. Okay. Well, in your exception, you had to get in a 55-gallon drum there, Charles, okay? That's how you learn not to be afraid of the deep end.
It's called a slip and slide for a reason.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
Here's
wow.
Troy Daggett, the lucky dog.
Oh, but anyhow, yeah, I mean, you know, pools and buckets. You don't remember? You remember taking a 5-gallon bucket of water, Greg, and filling it up with water and dipping into it? And
Sure don't.
God almighty, I'm too damn old.
Yeah, you just age yourself.
This is back in the days when we didn't have swimming pools, okay? I mean, shut up, Charles. Meow, meow. Yes, I just hissed at you. I did. It was
What?
that was
I thought he was filling up the 5-gallon bucket. So take it in.
Oh, wow. I'm not even going to go there. Dennis Moore's having a good run tonight.
I think he's led just about every lap tonight.
Heck yeah, man. I'm happy for him. Doing good. We'll try to see if maybe we can grab Dennis Moore. Get his thoughts as we still under the caution flag. Dennis Moore doing good, man. Could we see you finally win in the Trucks of the Northwest? Good show tonight so far.
Yeah, I hope so. We put a lot of work into this Beaver State Chevrolet. We'll see what happens. Got to keep it clean, no mental mistakes. So we got 3 fast trucks tonight. Hopefully 1, 2, 3.
What was your take of you leading and that crazy 3-wide shenanigan stuff that happened a moment ago?
I think I actually caused that 3-wide by almost hitting the wall off of 1 or off of 2. It kind of checked up the field and put Tyler in a bad situation.
What do you think of the Nashville? First time racing here.
Oh, I love it. It's a great track.
Greg, you got anything for Dennis Moore?
Dennis, you ever go swimming in a 5-gallon bucket? Because that's what Wesley's been talking about for the last 10 laps.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Never mind. Just being a smart aleck to
All right.
Wesley. Hey, good luck.
No,
the rest of the
don't
way,
you
man.
open this door, so close the dang thing. You ever went swimming in a 5-gallon bucket of water? You know, back in the day, Dennis, when people couldn't really afford swimming pools, but you wanted to cool off in the summertime and you jumped in a 5-gallon bucket of water. Please tell me I'm not the only one that did that.
No, I used my ice chest.
Dennis, that's a little insight on what's been going on in the broadcast here tonight.
All right.
All I gotta say is Bora. All right, go get him, Dennis. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Bora Dennis Moore, right there. He is the man out in front right now, and when he wants to cool off on a hot summer day, he jumps in the ice chest. So there you go.
Well,
that work?
What in the world is this broadcast tonight?
It's all good, man. We're talking about any and everything. Da Vinci Racing's looking good. Not talking about RC cars. No, we're not. RC cars just ain't getting it. It's lights are off. Getting ready to go back to the restart. Pace truck is in, or pace car is in. Okay, the trucks are back underway. All right, Greg, we're back to it again, bud.
Dennis Moore able to break away. His other teammate up to second now, Stephen O'Hare, was caught up in the first incident.
Yes.
Has bought his way back up into the top 2, now third as Garber gets back by on the outside. Here comes Garber, though, trying to reel in Dennis Moore, trying to become the first driver not named Dennis Moore to lead a lap tonight.
I'm going over your announcer. Oh my
He was
goodness.
totally fine until he started to talk about it, and then he lost it.
You know, what is so funny is like all these people that are all of our colleagues, you know, the Brandon Kurtz and the Nolan Rimples and the Justin Princes and everybody.
They're all going to see that and go, what in
They're
the
gonna be like,
world?
what the hell are these people talking about? Really? Seriously? And then you go back and you got to watch it. It's just sheer. I mean, look, we got to make this fun, okay? And we just find stuff to talk about, I guess. I don't know. I'm just eating because I'm bored, and I can't have Mexican food like Fat Cat Charles did. Oh,
I thought you were having lasagna. Hey, what's that battle going on there? Is that for second between Casey Garber
Tyler King,
and a red
yeah.
truck? No, that's Devin West making his way up. We talked about that. I said, hey, these concrete tracks drive like a dirt track a little bit, so I was expecting the dirt track guys to show some speed. Lo and behold, here's Devin West up in the top 5, up in the second now.
Samuel says, LOL, hashtag not Sam Dyer is funny, but I hope doesn't stick.
That's up to him.
That's up to Cody. AKA Charles Wooten. Sorry. It's alter ego. Meow, meow, meow. Nothing.
Devin West trying to pull away from Casey Garber in number 94. There's Tyler King in the 21. Lurking back there. There he is. How about James Thurston, Wesley? Let's talk about him. Running part-time this season and in the top 5 today. Great run for that 2-truck.
Back across the start-finish line. 50 laps in of 140. Now make it lap 52. Back straight away, Tyler King, James Thurston. Audenbacher is there. What a good run for James Thurston tonight. Looking good in that number 2 truck in the early going, for sure.
Definitely been a good run. How about Audenbacher? Was caught up in that incident at the start of the race, and here he is up in the top 10. Ryan Bloom lurking back there in the 25. You see Audenbacher putting pressure on Thurston. This is for 5th place. Best battle on the racetrack right now is this battle between Thurston and Audenbacher, another one of those LSRTV trucks that we talk about. How about Ryan Bloom in the number 25, trying to stay out of trouble. Still looking for that first win, but he's had some speed in that number 25 here this season, his rookie year, Wesley. So I will not be too surprised to see him break through with a win at some point this year.
Yeah, I think it's coming. He's definitely improving. And there is still a lot of racing left to go here. I mean, honestly, we're just approaching halfway. We are about 15 laps until halfway, lap 70. Ties things up. First half of the race in the books. 200 miles here tonight, 140 laps around the Nashville Super Speedway. And I honestly think, Samuel, you know, Greg, I'm sorry.
Hashtag not Sam Dyer.
Hashtag not Sam Dyer. Hashtag I am Greg Rentz. So anyhow, Greg, I believe that with what we saw in the Cup race the other night with Lake Peterson winning at Nashville, and then of course with this truck event so far, I think this is going to be a track that I think the Northwest Cup and Truck Series will have on their radar, even ARCA, for years to come for sure.
You know what I'm wondering, Wesley, is I wonder if we can plan a bug to maybe do a race here and at the fairgrounds next year. Have 2 trips to Nashville. 2 very, very different racetracks, both in the same market. But I think it'd be kind of cool to see maybe the Cup Series come here and then the trucks go to the fairgrounds, and then the next week we flip-flop them. So the trucks are at the fairgrounds and the Cup Series is here at the big track, or whatever the opposite of what I said the first time was. I think that'd be something neat to do.
Yeah. Nashville Super Speedway and the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, rock and roll. There's Bloom. There was also Gamble Paulison, James Vining. Props to all these guys. Greg, they're having a good run right now. Solid runs in the top 10 for these cats right now.
Paulson in the 58. Remember, he started near the back as well. He's fought his way up. Stephen O'Hara caught up in that initial incident. Robert Gamble washed up the track early, lost a lot of ground. He's fought back. Learning back there, Frank Harris in the 11 started shotgun on the field, 23rd of 23, and here he is fighting his way up towards the top 10, sitting in 13th position right now in that blue and white number 11. No doubt he's going to be happy with that.
Thurston, Campbell, there you see Briar Reynolds, there's Bloom, all these trucks coming across the racetrack. By the way, we're just under 10 laps away from halfway here in this event. Look at Briar Reynolds sizing up James Thurston there.
Briar Reynolds,
you know, I look at the retaining wall, I look at the retaining wall, Greg, and I look and I see the sponsor, Rackley Roofing, and man, got to give a shout out to Curtis Sutton and Willie Allen and Rackley Roofing. We actually had them on the Finish Line Motorsports podcast show on Fox Radio today, and Willie Allen was talking about Rackley Roofing. Of course, that was a sponsor of the right there, Masters of the Pros, and I think it's really cool to see Rackley Roofing on on the iRacing, on the broadcast, and on the virtual screen. Great promotion.
Maybe we can plant the bug and see if we can get Rackley Roofing involved in this race next year.
I might just do that. Tell them to give me some money. Give Charles some money, too. If you're interested in wanting to be a sponsor or being a part of anything that goes on with live sim racing, go to livesimracing.com, LSRTV, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Rocket Media, Jeff Stabnow. Tell them you're interested. Whether you're going to be a race sponsor, a series sponsor, if you want to be a sponsor for replays or for the lineup grids. You can't get CRN1 to go, though. That's mine.
Get your name on a truck.
Get your name on a truck, yeah. I mean, a lot of cool ideas.
A lot of these
RC cars as well.
A lot of these guys are always looking for some more sponsors.
A lot of great things going on for sure. As there goes Tyler King. Garber back straight away for position, down to 3. This is Pills Orange's entry and Garber in 94. Tyler King coming so close to winning on the Cup and Truck Series and just coming up short several times. Could tonight be the night for him? He's got a good run for him. He's in 3rd place right now.
Third place, but here's the thing. He's got a teammate leading the way, Dennis Moore, who's looking for that first win of his career as well, right there, the number 44. And that's the thing, Wesley, is ever since joining the series right around the 2/3, 3/4 mark of the year last year when he was in the Atlanta Braves truck.
Yep.
Yeah, he was in the Atlanta Braves truck last year, joined us about 2/3, 3/4 of the way through the season or so. Since then, how many times have we seen Dennis Moore running very, very strong, but just come up short as far as results go? He's another one who's looking for that big breakthrough win, and he has done a phenomenal job tonight.
Ever? Oh. Coming up short, as you just mentioned, just down the stretch so many times, if you will.
We're just trying to click laps away. We're about 3 laps from halfway in this one. We've seen cautions breed cautions and then 2 long green flag runs. And it's been all Dennis Moore up front here in truck number 44 for Beaver State Racing out of Oregon. Got the Oregon State University colors on board. Led them all thus far. See a battle between Briar Reynolds and Stephen O'Hare right now. It's going on around the top 5 right now. Actually, see see if we can figure out exactly where the battle for position is on the ticker next time it comes by. O'Hare on the inside of Reynolds. Reynolds for Garber's Garage. O'Hare for the aforementioned Beaver State Racing. This is going on for 8th right now between Reynolds and O'Hare, with Robert Gamble lurking back there in 9th.
Halfway coming up as well in another lap and a half. As there goes Stephen O'Hare and Briar Reynolds battling for position.
Reynolds new to the series this year. Garber's Garage. He's run very well in the trucks, Wesley. He's been up and contending for top 5s this season in his rookie year in this number 12 Wrangler Chevy. So no doubt a guy you got to keep an eye on. He could break through for a win this year too.
Possibly could. Watching him working around the track. Halfway, next time by. Well, Greg, what's your take of the first half of what we've seen tonight here at Nashville?
Tale of 2 races so far, Wesley. We've had our moments where it was a caution-free caution, and then we're on our second long green flag run of the night. So really, as long as we can get through the first 2 or 3 laps without trouble, then we can put away some laps here.
Sawblade.com top 5, top left of the monitor. There they are. Here in just a moment. You see the top 5. Dennis Moore, Devin West, Tyler King, Garber, Audenbacher. What a run for him. We'll go side by side, and we'll be back with the second half from Nashville when we return coverage on LSRTV and on the Community Radio Network with the Northwest iRacing Truck Series presented by Tom Denchel Automotive Group and the Virtual Music City.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
Wheel to wheel, battle for the race lead. New race lead down the backstretch. Here comes Brady Frederick.
Welcome back to coverage from Nashville. The Northwest iRacing Truck Series. I am Wesley Outland, not I think. Greg Ranson's alongside, hashtag not Samuel Dyer. Charles Wooten is, I don't know where he is right now. I think he's in Canada running the production booth. Hey. He is the man. Got to go.
He went to space with the Amazon guy.
He is up in space. Do you copy? Houston, we have a problem. Welcome back. We're just having fun here. Look at these trucks single file. You got to make it exciting. Second half about to get underway. And right now, it is the man out in front of Dennis Moore. Looking good, took advantage of a pit stop. He's made it work. He's out in front. Matter of fact, as we are approaching lap 75, let's go and give you the full field rundown here at the Nashville Super Speedway of the 23 trucks that started this race. Dennis Moore leads. Devin West is in second. Tyler King is third. John Audenbacher, fourth. Brian Bloom is fifth. Casey Garber, sixth. James Thurston is seventh. Stephen O'Hare is eighth. Sean Breitzman, ninth. And Brian Reynolds is the top 10. Splitting them up for the first half of the field. Stephen Paulison, 11th. And Robert Gamble, Greg Rentz, halfway through the field, your top 12 here at Nashville.
That's your top 12 clicking away right now here at Nashville. Laps winding down.
Wanted you to give the full field rundown, bud.
Well, my live timing and scoring is busted, so I don't know that.
Okay. I'm sorry. No, my bad. James Vining is 13th. Frank Harris is in the 14th position. Carl Burke is in 15th. Toby Ritter 16th. 17th is Kevin Smith. Chris White is on the pit lane now in 18th. Jeff Stabnow is 19th. Last truck on the lead lap. Dan West Jr., Troy Daggett, Dan Lowther, Aaron Cooper, all several laps down. And that is the full field rundown as it stands as we approach lap number 80 coming up here at Nashville.
Trying to click laps.
Didn't realize your time in the scoring was busted, man. What happened?
I don't know. Technology. Always
Stick it in that 5-gallon bucket of water I told you about.
No. Who does that? This is the first I've ever heard of that.
Do what?
So that's the first I've ever heard of a 5-gallon bucket for swimming.
Man, let me tell you something. You ain't lived unless you just dip yourself in a 5-gallon bucket of water. Especially on a hot 100-something degree day.
What do you do? Dip your head, dip your feet?
You fill up what you here's your how-to, okay? You take a bucket. You fill it up with water. If you prefer to be cold, put ice in it, and you jump in it. Yeah.
Okay.
Battle for second, Tyler King, Devin West. By the way, drivers in green, they're in the postseason. They know they've clinched their ticket to go to the playoffs. Tyler King in second, Devin West reeling him in. Winner last week at Knoxville. The man that dominated on the dirt of all dirt events this year for the Northwest Cup and Truck Series, Greg.
3 this year. I'm just saying, I just turned the sprinkler on and ran through it. I didn't need no
6 for 6, actually, if you want to be honest.
West in the number 5. This is battle for second. Beaver State 1-2, but West Family Racing trying to get at least one back because Wesley, Dan West Jr. is pinned 2 laps down right now. So he may effectively be out of this one.
And actually, if you want to be honest, you've got Bristol. He won those 2. 3 for 3 this year for sure. On the dirt, Devin West. There you go with Thurston and Garber. This is going on inside the top 10. 6th and 7th, I believe. Good run for these guys as well. Normally they struggle in the back.
Garber in the 9th.
Oh, Garber's down below the apron. He's coming to the pits.
All right, green flag pit stop.
We knew it was happening.
Now these guys are going to have to be careful. We already saw what happened with Dan Lowther earlier in the night.
Sounds like Charles is getting a visit from Bob the Builder over there.
What
was it? It sounded like something broke. I heard something break.
You losing your mind, bud.
I heard a clanging, banging noise. Oh, well, never mind. Meow, meow, meow. Garber off the pit lane. Here he comes.
Big Bird in the chat. Eric Cheney.
Oh, you said those words, not me. Big Bird.
I can get away with it for the most part. I just gotta get him to talk about it.
It's Big Bird. I'm so happy to see you, Big Bird. Oh. What? Get away with it like he can. What are you talking about? Oh, you talking about me calling Eric Cheney Big Bird? No, I didn't say Big Bird. I said Big Dog. On the pit lane, Toby Ritters. Pitting. Ooh, that was a good segue, wasn't it, Charles? You know you got to give me props, man. No, Eric Cheney. Greg Rentz called you Big Bird.
Yeah, and I also said fish noises in his truck.
You said what?
Fish noises.
What does fish noises mean? What is that?
I never told you that story?
No.
Oh, boy. Okay, so coming back from Meridian Speedway, Meridian, Idaho, was down there for the 4th of July last year.
Idaho?
7-hour drive. It's
Okay.
a 7-hour drive. My phone was dead about 3 hours in, so I was bored. And I got my window privileges taken away because I kept rolling the window down and yelling moo at all the cows because, like I said, I was bored.
You're
Well-
riding with Eric Cheney.
No, this was before this.
Okay, good.
I was riding with my sister and her best friend, and I got my window privileges taken away.
Oh,
Her
you're
best
stuck in the
friend.
friend zone.
What? No.
Go ahead. I'm just playing with you. Go ahead.
So anyway, I finally get my window privileges get back for like the last hour of the trip, and I roll my window down as we're passing the lake, and I yell the words "fish noises" out the window. And then I told Cheney the story, and then ever since then it's been a tradition. Whenever any of us drive past that lake, we all got to yell fish noises.
What is the reason why? Did the fish make noises?
I don't know. What noise does a fish make? Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again. What was that?
It is too late. My producer is saying that I guess I sounded inappropriately because I was making fish noises. So for our entire audience, I would like to apologize to you.
What was that? Cheney, I think we
You're the one that asked me what the hell does a fish noise sound like, so I just made one.
Cheney,
I
I
mean,
think we figured out what fish noises were, but I'm not making that sound next time we go.
I dare you, Greg, next time to go. Oh, I can't do it again. I've been told I couldn't. Oh.
Cheney fell off the chair laughing at that one.
Eric Cheney says I had a girlfriend that made that noise once.
No. Here comes the Campbell on pit road.
Oh my goodness. Oh well. We are looking to get into producing or announcing. Message us on Facebook or at livesimracing.com. Yes.
My understanding, we have an open spot now.
With fish noises, I mean, you started it.
Did I though?
I was only telling you what a fish noise makes. That's it. That's all I did. Oh well. Go on YouTube and ask what a fish what does a fish noise sound like. He's
Oh.
Oh really? Well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, I believe this might be my last broadcast in the world of iRacing. So it's been real. If you can't blow it out here, where can you blow it out, right? I mean, seriously. Yeah, ask.
Oh boy.
Oh my
Weird.
goodness. Hey, we're coming up on lap 100, lap 94. Let's rest our voices and pick some concrete so I don't get fired at Nashville.
It has not stopped.
Welcome back to Nashville, and you hear the roar of the trucks. And look at Sean Brightsman. Oh, just a little bit loose. And by the way, he's the leader now. We've had green flag pit stops also cycling through here in the last couple of laps, Greg Rentz.
We have leaders coming down pit road, so has cycled the lead to Brightsman, the defending Cup Series champion. I believe he has one win this year in the Truck Series. It came at Darlington, if memory serves correct. It was his only win on the series. No, he also won at Laguna Seca for 2 wins on the year for Sean Brightsman.
He also caught the... Never mind. I just caught that. I just caught that. Yeah, just caught the fish.
Just caught it.
He just caught the fish. Oh, look at Briar Reynolds there. He's in that number 5 for the top 5. He's in 4th right now. Sean Brightsman, Dennis Moore. Now when Brightsman pits, Dennis Moore will be cycled back around as the leader. How about Garber right there with him? Reynolds, Briar Reynolds. Greg, can we say Briar Reynolds has a good run going for him too?
He has definitely had a good run. Been up in the top 10 all day in that number 12, the Wrangler 12 truck. Been a nice quiet run, and he was one of those guys who we talked about, said, you know, hey, won't be too surprised to see if he pulls one off this year. Back to Dennis Moore. Once Brightsman leads, Dennis Moore will inherit the lead. The thing is, though, you know Brightsman's going to try to stretch it as long as he possibly can to try and catch a caution. You know, if anyone's going to try, it's going to be that 46 of Brightsman.
Yeah, for sure. And this one is far from over. As we are approaching just after lap 100, the final 50. Or the final 40, actually. My apologies. Yeah. Greg, who's your pick?
And right now, I got to go with Dennis Moore in that 44. He has been so strong all day, just keeping it clean, hitting his marks. Short run, long run, doesn't matter. That 44 has been strong. He's in 2nd right now, but we're still waiting on Brightsman to pit. You got to say, if this thing goes the rest of the way, Dennis Moore is my pick.
What a run for Dennis Moore. Because Sean Brightsman, we know he's going to have to pit.
I think he's on pit road now. I think he just came to pit road.
There he comes. Yep, there he goes. He's on pit lane.
You know he went as long as he humanly could in that number 46 truck. The Brights Boutique LSRTV Toyota. There's Chris White on pit road also, the number 83. Oh, has Dan West Jr. been in more trouble in the 55? Because he looked a little slow there on the front stretch. Let's see if we can maybe pick up the 55 of Dan West Jr. See if he's got some damage. There he is. And, oh, yeah. Yep, that truck is still torn up from that incident earlier. So Dan West Jr., I'm kind of surprised. Looks like he did not take the flash repair after that incident earlier.
Dan West Jr., could he possibly be climbing back through the S's of having those bad problems from earlier? Caught up in an accident. Redeeming himself. Dan West Jr., several laps down, though, and just trying to salvage some type of a finish, if you will, here. But his son, Devin West, still having a decent run here now, Greg.
Up in 2nd. Devin, we talked about how I thought this track would benefit the dirt guys, and Devin West has proven that to be a pretty solid statement, because he's up in 2nd right now after starting a little deep in the field. Remember, the West family started 9th and 10th in this race. Devin was able to pick his way through the field. Dan never really got up very far. I think he cracked the top 5, but got caught up in that incident. So kind of a down night for Dan West Jr., but Devin in the 5, his son, has been very, very strong tonight. Up in the 2nd spot. Just got to try to track down Dennis Moore. There is Devin, last week's winner at Knoxville. Trying to reel in Dennis Moore, looking for back-to-back wins, but Dennis Moore looking for that first truck win of the season.
Could tonight be the night for Dennis Moore? Man, what a run he's got so far. Such a strong ride. Looking for his first career Northwest Cup and Truck Series win. Son of Dan West Jr., we mentioned earlier, Devin West is back to 2nd. Garber back to 3rd. Been a while since he's won. I think it was a truck race at Atlanta earlier this year.
Garber did get the win at Atlanta. He's been strong ever since. He's had some great runs. This is sophomore season in the Northwest Racing Series. He's been strong in both the Cup and trucks, but that one win in Atlanta seems to be the high point for him thus far, but he's been strong once again tonight.
Thurston, want to mention him. What a strong run. Ottenbacher, problems. Carl Burke on the grass going into the pit lane. He's pitting. Carl Burke giving up a top 10 on the racetrack right now. He's got a pit.
That was intentional. Don't think that was intentional. I think he lost it off the corner and had to fight it down to pit road and just said, you know what, I'm just going to come in.
Make something out of nothing, right?
Stop and get some tires on the 53 Rocket Racing entry. Tires down and away he goes. And went leader Dennis Moore by. And was putting Toby Ritters a lap down as well. Been so strong all day long. See what he can do here at the end.
Just you and your shenanigans. One night, I requested, one night, LSRTV After Dark. And let everybody hear. Who is Charles Wooten, the man behind the broadcast?
You know he's going to behave himself that night. So.
One night only, Charles Wooten. No, you're exactly right. He would behave. He would be like the most boring producer ever on the.
Present the 3rd, Wesley. John Ottenbacher gets around Casey Garber for 3rd spot in the 89.
That's
track.
awesome. Wow.
Great run for Otto tonight.
Oh.
Fantastic run for John Ottenbacher in the 89 tonight. He has not won since the season opener last year. Trying to pick up a podium tonight. How big would this be for John Ottenbacher?
Final remaining laps closing in here. We're down to, I believe it will be .25 at the line, 24 to go now. As the ticker will change on the upper left of your monitor, you'll see it'll go in. It's the final countdown. Any day now. Maybe it'll go at 20 to go. I don't know. Whatever. Walker into 3rd. What a run for him. How about that green 89, Greg? Got a great run going for him. Normally, when accident has mechanical issues. Not tonight. Ottenbacher, I'm happy for him.
He has been on a lengthy, but he has not won since Daytona last year. to kickstart season 7 back on March 5th, 2020. Last time that was in victory lane. Here he is, showing out right now. He has 7 career wins in Northwest Racing Series competition, but none since March 5th, 2020. Up in 3rd right now.
Dennis Moore, Devin West, John Ottenbacher, Garber now back to 4th. O'Hare with a good run in 5th. Bloom, Reynolds, Thurston, your top 10. Ottenbacher, what a run. We were just talking about him, doing well. Of the pit stops. The green flag pit stops, that is. Dennis Moore has about a 21 West. John Ottenbacher. Wait a second, I need to update that. I don't know if that makes. Yeah, Devin West has about an 11-second lead back to the leader. John Ottenbacher is against 7 seconds back. If Tomlin had scored 3 wide, look at this. Down below the middle, Brian Reynolds. What, are you kidding me, Greg? Somebody lift.
And it all worked. James Thurston's back there as well in the 2. He's
yeah, Reynolds backed off, though. He said, I've had enough of this.
Remember, Bryson's on the freshest tires out there right now, other than Carl Burke. So Bryson's trying to reel these guys in and chip away at that tire advantage, but it is a huge gap back to Dennis Moore.
John Brightsman, Tyler King, James Thurston. There is Brian Reynolds there as well. Under 20 laps to go. This race coming down to the finish, and this has been a humdinger for the likes of Dennis Moore.
Looking at this, Wesley, looking at John Ottenbacher right now, he only has 1 top 5 in the truck series all season long, and only a couple sporadic top 10s here and there. So a 3rd place, his first game of the year in the truck series, would be huge for that number 89. He finished 3rd on cars at Laguna Seca about a month ago, but has not been on the podium this year in the trucks. His best truck finish so far.
And the question is, could that all change? With now less than 20 laps to go, 18. Now make it 17 to go when he crossed the start-finish line, which probably right about now, Dennis Moore's crossing the line. There's Ottenbacher. He's back in 3rd. Let's pick up your leader. As the laps are winding down, Ottenbacher in 3rd. There's the man that's out in front. You see the distance, literally. 3rd place is going back into turn 4.
2 ARCA
yeah,
wins.
It's close to 20 seconds differential.
Yeah, 2 ARCA wins on the year for Dennis Moore. They came at Darlington and Dover, a concrete oval. Huh, how about that?
Understanding the actual gap is 15.6 seconds, and that is from the leader, Dennis Moore, to 3rd place of Ottenbacher. 15 seconds. And 15 to go.
Dennis Moore searching for that first truck victory. 2 ARCA wins on the season. Dover, a track very, very similar to this one that we're on tonight. So with that being said, I'm not at all surprised.
But no Northwest win. No Northwest Cup or Truck Series victory ever.
Not in the ARCA wins earlier this year.
And there's Garber. Riding along.
Here at Nashville on Friday was Darren West Jr., that 55 truck that you see right there, who won Rockingham also. However, not the night that he wanted here in the number 55. Dennis Moore, though, finished 2nd, did lead the most laps in that ARCA race on Friday night, but Darren West Jr. able to get 1 spot better and pick up that victory.
Yes. Brent says, and I quote, "That's why I hate long road trips. I get bored as, you know what? On a plane. Fly on a plane, look outside, look at the clouds and the pretty. Yeah. Dennis Moore, boy, I'll tell you what, he's going to be exuberant celebrating when he goes to victory lane here tonight. First, West is second, Ottenbacher in third. There you see Ottenbacher closing in on Ryan Bloom. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's Ottenbacher. Oh, yeah, my bad. Sean Brightsman. There you go. Sean Brightsman and Bloom are on the lead lap, by the way. They're battling for 6th and 7th on the racetrack.
See how this goes for them. Remember, Brightsman on those fresh tires right now.
Whoa! Brightsman in the whoa! 10 to go.
Coming into tonight, Dennis Moore's best career finish in the trucks last year, or earlier this year, at Homestead, finished second. He has one career pole, but never a victory in the truck series. But believe it or not, Wesley, 27 starts for Dennis Moore. He has only failed to finish one race here in his Northwest Truck Series career. Still searching for that first win, though. And here he is, just about 10 laps away from doing that.
Under 10 remaining, 9 to go now. Bloom on the inside. Brightsman is there as well. And this battle going on for 5th and 6th. Garber losing ground to them as well. There goes Brightsman inside, back to the bottom. Another little hit. Bow back down to the inside. Here comes Brightsman. And they are door to door. Under 10 laps to go. 8 remaining. 7 when they come back around to the stripe. Crossover is Ryan Bloom. Can't get there. 6 to go here at Nashville. Back to turn 1, Greg Rance.
Laps just clicking away. Dennis Moore in the 44 dominated this race tonight. For Beaver State Racing, it would be their second victory of the season in the truck series, as Stephen O'Hare picked one up at Pocono, a Cuppy Wesley, for Dennis Moore to finally break through and get that win.
Well, he joins the elite of these first-time winners, and I mean, put himself in the fraternity. And to be honest, in no way bashing the Northwest iRacing Cup Series. The truck program has been around a lot longer than the Cup. This is the pinnacle for the Northwest right here to win in the Truck Series.
It is. This is the longest running Northwest Series season now.
8. Season 8.
This has long been the bread and butter of the Northwest Racing Series, Cup Series that they've ever run. They ran 3 years of Xfinity cars on Monday nights before we switched over to the Cup cars. Right here.
Handful of laps remaining. 5 to go. Going to be 4 to go when they come to the stripe. There's the best battle on the racetrack with Ryan Bloom. Honestly, there is nothing left to show. Sheer domination by the orange number as he works his way off turn 4. Back down to the start finish line. Look at him. Roaring back. Check that. He's back into turn number 1 and 2. He just cleared the start finish line. 4 laps to go. The interval. Dennis Moore, as long as nothing happens to that orange number 44 machine for Beaver State Racing. Welcome in the Northwest Racing Series. 3 to go at the line, Greg.
3 laps remain for Dennis Moore, 44. And it's not at all surprising to see this, Wesley. He has been so strong all year long. Just has not been able to seal the deal. He's done it twice in the ARCA series. We talked about it a few laps ago. Wins at Darlington and Dover in that ARCA series. Now, he's just got to keep it clean for 2 more laps as Kevin Smith comes down pit road in the 0-0. Moore's just got to keep it clean for 2 more laps.
2 to go. I love the fact that there were lap trucks that were in the way, like Kevin Smith, and they got out of harm's way. They said, okay, man, let him go. Let him have at it. There's a race going on, and I'm not in it. This is your night to shine. And Dennis Moore sends it into turn number 3. Off of that 4th turn, he will come to the line. and take the CRN one to go. More details at wearecrn.com. Football on the way in the fall. We cover sim racing throughout the rest of the summer. And Dennis Moore, one more lap around at Nashville for his first career win.
Just got to keep it clean for about half a lap more, and he will have that first breakthrough victory. And it's been a long time coming. Through turn 3 and 4, absolutely no pressure out the back, and it's a party in the Beaver State tonight.
Welcome to the club, Dennis Moore, new winner, first-time winner, the Northwest Cup Series and truck competition. He wins in the trucks tonight at Nashville.
Dominating performance by Dennis Moore in the number 44. I can't wait to see the stats on how many laps he led. I would venture to say he had led 131 laps in Northwest Racing Series competition entering tonight. He almost doubled that tonight.
What a performance. The victory lane, Dennis Moore, and you know what's getting ready to come up next. You know they're about to just rip-roar him and tear him up a new one. Watch this.
He's going to get his burnout done. Dan Lowther swinging and miss, but the Northwest high five for the first time for Dennis Moore.
They're coming after you. They're coming after you.
You see them all going by right now. They're building up some speed. Here comes the Catman, who takes a little bit of a swipe, a little scratch.
Yeah, a little scratchy. Not much.
There
oh,
we
look
go.
at this.
Brian Bloom. Dan West Jr. miss.
Brian Bloom gave him a little punt there. Come on, Dennis. Get out of the grass. Get on the track.
Ooh, good shot there from Ritters.
Good job, Clifford. Toby Ritter's there.
Beagle puff the smoke out of one of them. I think
Dan West Jr., a little punt there. We hit him. That's Ryan Bloom over there smoking. That's Kevin Smith. There you go. Holy smokes, that looked like a Matchbox car flying through the air when I was a kid.
Robert Gamble.
That was like a little Matchbox machine.
Who was that?
Yeah, it was. Wow.
Action all over this.
That was Robert Gamble that went flying through the air.
We're going to look at the replay. See what
Here's a replay of this. We got this on replay.
Colt Poppers instant replay here.
We didn't get the race finished, but you got this. Watch this, Robert Gamble. This is how you celebrate good times virtually. Come on. Watch this.
Yo!
Oh!
Clear for takeoff.
This is Monster Jam. Wow. Oh. That's how you do it, brother. That was what was that guy say? What did that boy Billy Bob say in Varsity Blues? A 10. I give him a 10. Come on, Greg. You got to know what I'm talking about. Varsity Blues, please.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, I was about to say you better 10. Unofficial race results at Nashville. Dennis Moore dominating, 4 seconds back to Devin West. He's second. John Ottenbacher third. Stefan O'Hare fourth. Sean Brightsman is fifth. Ryan Bloom sixth. Tyler King seventh. Casey Garber eighth. Briar Reynolds ninth. And the first truck. What a good run for Frank Harris. A top 10, though a lap down.
That's got to feel good for Frank Harris, though, to get a top 10 tonight. That has to feel good for the
Hold your head high.
See if we can get the second half of the rundown here. There it is. James Thurston had another good run, but unfortunately going to come up just shy of a top 10. Stephen Paulson there as well. The Catman, James Vining, Robert Gamble, Toby Ritters were top 15. Carl Burke was up in the top 10 before having to slide down pit road. Kevin Smith. Jeff Stabnow had trouble early and could never recover. Troy Daggett and Dan West Jr. again having trouble early in the race as well. And we'll just finish it off with Dan Lowther, Chris White, and Aaron Cooper.
When we return, we will grab a word with our top 3 finishers and another first-time winner in the Northwest iRacing Series. And it is Mr. Dennis Moore. Coverage when we return from Nashville iRacing LSRTV, CRN Sports, the Northwest Truck Series, presented by Tom Denchel Automotive Group. Welcome back. Nashville Super Speedway inaugural visit for the Northwest iRacing Truck Series, presented by Tom Denchel Automotive Group. Charles Wooten in the production chair, doing an awesome job as always, besides making us laugh. Greg Rentz, I'm Wesley Outland. We are going to grab a word with our top three and call her a week. And we actually get ready for a week off before we turn right back and get ready for racing that will return at Circuit Gill Villeneuve coming up in the next couple of weeks. But anyhow, third place we will grab first, and that is going to be the driver on the way, Dennis Moore, first career win. We'll talk to him. But John Ottenbacher, got to be like a win for you, bud. What a way, up 11 spots from the start of the race. You finish in third on the podium. Everything went good for you tonight. I think you like Nashville.
Yeah, that was my kind of race, just long and steady, and those green flags runs really helped me out a lot. Just a nice, consistent track. It was the first time I've really run it, with the Cup car a couple weeks ago and this time here, so it was a fun track.
John, it has been kind of an up and down season for you. This was only your second top five of the year in the Truck Series and second podium of the year overall. You got one in the Cup Series this year. How does it feel to finally, here in the summer stretch, be able to put some solid runs together as the season is going on?
Yeah, it feels real good. Had a bunch of bad luck in the beginning of the season, and some things have come together here the last few weeks, and feels pretty good to get a good run going.
Solid run for you. Looking at where you are currently in the point standings, obviously, you're not out of the hunt of the playoffs, but obviously a win would put you in the postseason, but currently in ninth as we were going into tonight's event. What's it going to take to make the playoffs, man? We got one more week off, then we got 5 weeks of racing, and you got to try to do something then to...
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stiff competition out here. It's pretty tough. I just got to put some runs together like tonight, and I think I'll be okay. I go on vacation for the next 2 weeks, so I'll miss the road course, which that way I don't have to learn that course anyway. But that'll be kind of nice.
Oh my goodness! Thank your sponsors and have a great vacation. Have a margarita on me or pina colada or. Yeah, definitely.
Sounds good. I got to thank Tom Denchel Auto Group for giving us some money and helping us get through our season here. And got to really thank my teammates and LSRTV sponsorship. Team did an awesome job. Just got to thank Devin and Dan. Those guys helped me race better, and it's always fun having those guys around. So. Thank you guys for putting on a great show, and I gotta thank my family for allowing me to do this. So thank you guys.
He'll pick up his third top five and his eighth top 10 in his start of race number 16. The driver, of course, of the number 89, John Ottenbacher, third here tonight at the Nashville Super Speedway. Runner-up, winner last week at Knoxville, dominated the dirt at Bristol as well. Some other races along the way. He currently is fourth in the standings. This will be along with his 3 career wins this season and 1 pole, 10 top fives, and now 11 top ends unofficially for the driver, the number 5, Shelton Washington, Devin West. Devin, your take of the race, man, and finishing second, consistently doing what you need to do to at least stay within the top 20 of the points to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, I had a pretty good start to the season. Clicked off some wins. I was doing pretty good. And had a little bit of a slump there for a little while. I don't think I could finish top 15 to save my life. Unfortunately, we had a dirt race again, which always helps me rebound a little bit. Managed to pick up a victory there, and kind of was going to get the season going in the right direction again, get some momentum, and I think that paid off a little bit, obviously. Finishing second here tonight. So a long ways to go. Obviously, Dennis was... So a lot of effort, something to put in, and a lot more time, would hope. But we're going in the right direction.
Devin, we mentioned in the pre-race that a track like this with the slippery concrete surface almost would benefit a driver like yourself who has that dirt background and had been so strong on the dirt track. Would you agree with that? Because it seemed like as the race wore on, the drivers that seemed to excel on the dirt races seemed to find their way to the front here at the end.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think these concrete surfaces are a struggle. I mean, they're their own beasts, obviously. You know, they're not quite dirt, but I think they definitely, are closer to dirt than an asphalt track would be. I mean, they're definitely different than an asphalt track. Places like this, places like Dover, I think are some of the toughest tracks on the schedule. That's because of the shaping, because of the concrete, whether it be tire wear, setup, car control, that kind of stuff. They're just a totally different nature. You see a lot of the fast guys, the guys way to the front, end up at the front. So yeah, I'd say so. I think having these two tracks back to back, it was a lot of fun.
Well, definitely you did what you need to do to stay out of trouble tonight, Devin West. And, of course, you will finish in that second position next week, and then we come back for 5 straight weeks, then it's on to the postseason. Hard to believe how fast this season has flew by. Good run for the number 5. Thank your sponsors, and enjoy the week off. We'll see you in a few weeks.
Yeah, thank you. Definitely looking forward to the playoffs in this last little stretch. Sponsors, obviously the league, LSRTV, you guys do a great job broadcasting. To go back and watch. Tom Denschel has sponsored league for most of the season, and they do a lot for us. So big thank you to them. My sponsors: Effective Web Solutions, Kenny's Custom Hardwood, Automotive Repair, Motorsports Distributing. You guys do a lot for me on the mod. We have a big race coming up this weekend. So raceharbortv.com. And also my team. John did a great job tonight. That was great to see. Obviously Dennis, put on a show. And the team does a lot for me, Jeff setups, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, big thank you to them.
Devin West will finish in the number 2 position, staying out of trouble, being in good spot. Man, of course, out of Shelton, Washington, young man of the number 5. He will finish in second. Victory Lane, first-time winner in the Northwest Racing Series, presented by Tom Denschel Automotive Group. Welcome to Victory Lane, Dennis Moore. Finally, what a good feeling, obviously, to win, but, man, the way you did it, sheer domination in that number 44 truck here tonight. Nobody could catch you, I don't believe.
Yeah, thank you, Wesley. It's been a crazy season. We've had fast trucks week in and week out, and I've been at the front for a lot of those races, but just make mental errors and rush the wall like a Pocono. But we finally put one together. I worked really hard on the setup. I actually started working on it the weekend after the Pocono race. I knew I wasn't going to be fast at Knoxville, so I just started working on the setup for this race, and it paid off. I can't be happier than to win a race in this list, to finish on the podium, let alone win a race.
Devin, you mentioned when we talked to you in mid-race that you loved this racetrack, and the way that you had that thing hooked up, no doubt that it still remains that way. What was it about this racetrack that just seemed to fit in with how you wanted to drive the car?
I don't know. I mean, we built a really good setup. It was completely different than the one that was the shared setup that we built on Saturday night. So I was a little nervous, but after practice last night, I ran a bunch of long runs with some of the faster guys and could tell that we were going to be just as fast, if not faster than them. So, but the track for the Cup race before we had that late race caution, you guys probably jinxed that. But anyway, I was running second place behind, who was it? I forget, but I was running really well. I'm always good on the long run. Any track, you got to save tires, and this is one of them. So.
So you've been consistent, and I like the word that you just used there. You have been consistent, Dennis. You were currently 8th in the point standings coming into tonight's event. Now you've got your, first career win, if you will. We now see you climb into the point standings, and actually, my apologies, they actually updated the points as we speak, and now you are 8th, up 1. You were in 9th when the race started. 1 win, obviously winning from the pole 2, and then of course this will be your 5th. No, I'm sorry, it's updated. 4th top 5 and 8 top 10s for you in the number 44 machine. But in doing so, Dennis, I think this pretty much puts you in the postseason. How does it feel to be one of the drivers to get the green, and you're knowing you're going to be running for the playoffs?
Oh, I'm ecstatic. Last year, I think I started running this league in July, and right off the bat, you could tell how competitive it was. So at the beginning of the year, that was my goal, is to get into the playoffs. I thought we could have a chance to win, but we finally did it, and I'm excited. I'm more excited that I don't have to run the road course next week or in 2 weeks, because I can't stand road courses. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited to be in the playoffs.
I want you to thank your sponsors. Do you realize you literally led 130 of the 140 laps here in this race today?
I knew I was leading a bunch. I didn't know I led almost the entire race. That's pretty cool. I was a little worried at the beginning because there was a couple cautions quick, and I didn't know how that was going to work out, but it worked out.
Congratulations to you. Before we let you go, thank you for sponsors, and welcome to the fraternity of the Northwest Racing Series, Victory Lane.
Thank you, Wesley. First, I want to say hello to Judd Wakefield. We found out before the race that he's in the hospital. Hopefully he gets well soon and gets back out here racing with us. I want to thank you guys at LSRTV, Tom Denschel Auto Group for sponsoring most of the series. Thank you guys for all you do. Beaver State Racing. These guys are a lot of fun to race with, give each other pointers. And lastly, Nicole Bryan Photography.
Another first-time winner tonight here at Nashville. I guess we could start calling Dennis Mr. Music City. Dennis Moore picking the win up here at Nashville Super Speedway for his first career win of the Northwest iRacing. Well, Greg, your final thoughts. A good show. Obviously, we always enjoy another first-time winner, but when it's all said and done, what a performance by, of course, the driver of Dennis Moore. Sheer domination. 130 of 140 laps he led. What a performance. And again, we now prepare for a week off. We go to Canada virtually in 2 weeks for the Cup and the Truck Series, kind of right back on schedule with the same tracks on Wednesday and Monday. But we don't go to normally the track up in Canada that we normally are used to running at, and this time it's Circuit Gilles Villeneuve instead of the one in Quebec Corner and the previous track that we've always raced at. So I really look forward to seeing what is going to be another interesting race on the series, Greg. We've gone from obviously the dirt at Knoxville to tonight's race at Nashville to Circuit Gilles Villeneuve next week for Cup and Truck. Not this week coming up, but the following week. I think it's going to be unique.
Definitely going to be unique. Been looking forward to going to Montreal here this time around instead of Canadian Tire. It has been it's been so much fun to watch all these new tracks join the field, and it definitely is going to be fun to watch another one here next time out. 2 weeks from Monday night is going to be the first one for the Cup Series after this week off. It's 5 straight races after this week off to finish out the regular season, and then it's time for the playoffs. It all starts here in a couple of weeks, heading up to Montreal. So excited for this one. Looking forward to seeing it once again.
Greg, one more quick question before we get out of here. What do you think we're going to see after this week break, the final 5 weeks of competition to try to make yourself in to the playoffs?
I think the intensity is going to ramp up here for these final 5 races, Wesley. Drivers who are already locked in, they're going to be pretty solid. I think you're going to see a lot of guys on the outside looking in and trying to lock themselves in that are going to be putting up some heavy pressure on themselves, and I think it's going to really see something that's going to be wild for these last 5 races.
Well, one thing for certain, we do know for like a driver like Ennis Moore and the other drivers that have won races and have punched their ticket, staying at least in the top 20 in the point standings for a championship, the postseason, regardless of the outcome of the next 5 weeks. And again, we will take a week off. Next week, we will return to action, and just want to make sure we have the calendar correct in front of us. We will return to action, and that will be August the 2nd, Circuit Guild Villanova for the Cup cars, and then Wednesday night, August the 4th for the trucks as well. As always, more coverage throughout the week. S&B Cup Series, the finale at Stafford for the American iRacing League on Monday. Friday night, I believe it's Bristol. Samuel Dyer and myself and Charles at Bristol for the LTAC Cup Series playoffs. I'm sorry, Carlos Acosta, my bad. Not Charles. Charles will be at a drag strip. But anyhow, that is all of the other great coverage that'll be coming up throughout the rest of the week on LSRTV. As always, follow them at livesimracing.com, at LSRTV, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Northwest Racing Series on social media as well. And, of course, at CRN Sports. We are CRN.com and on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For Rocket Media, Jeff Stabnow. For Charles Wooten, Hims in the production chair. For Prince, I'm Wesley Outland. Congratulations again to another first-time winner, Dennis Moore, scoring big at the Nashville Super Speedway. Be good to one another. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for watching or listening and enjoying iRacing with us as we do it across America every week. And, of course, we appreciate your viewing and listening. Thank you so much. And, of course, in closing, also, thank you to the Tom Denchel Automotive Group.